Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Most Unknown Podcast. I'm on the front seat of the struggle bus right now, bro. Jesus Christ, man. I haven't had a night like this in quite a long time, bro.
You boys found Dale.
I'm fighting it right now, man. I'm fighting it. But I'm going to make it through, man. Something's going to pull me through this episode, dog. Where y'all want to start, gentlemen? How's everybody doing, first of all?
I'm 100%.
Good.
I'm Will.
I wish, bro. I wish I could say the same.
What the hell you was doing? Why you
No, we
say
had-
call from home?
Bro, I don't know.
It's like suspension. Call from home.
I know, right? That would've been,
You just said Roy about to call from home. Let's
it
get it.
wouldn't have worked. I needed to get up because if I didn't get up, it would have been no
Oh, your
call
sleeping
from home.
patterns is bad.
It would have been no call from home for me today.
You have bad sleeping patterns.
Trying to get it right, though.
You don't know how to like go to sleep at when 8 o'clock. You need to go to sleep, bro.
I wish that was possible. I stayed up. The other night I stayed up. Like I had I'm working on this like project or whatever. So I didn't go
Shout
to
to you.
sleep. I didn't go to sleep the whole.
With the children.
Nah, it's like a side little joint. But I didn't go to sleep the whole night, bro. Like literally pulled all nighter. I ain't done one of those in like a long time. But like slept. I was up for like 40 hours, bro. Wicked.
What, on Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday night. I was up for like, bruh, 40 hours. I sat down, after all that shit was over, I sat down once and I was done, over with. I didn't even I didn't even intentionally try to go to sleep. I just sat down.
So what you do? How long you sleep on Friday?
Didn't really
nigga,
sleep
man.
much, bro.
This nigga, man.
I gotta get better with
This
it.
nigga is damaging himself.
Maybe y'all being naughty.
Yeah, man. Yesterday we had a cookout.
Oh, y'all went to that? I ain't even go. I ain't even pull it up.
Tired. I'm
I
sleeping.
was watching SummerSlam.
What?
That was
for real?
yesterday?
Yeah, I was yesterday. I was watching
Holy
SummerSlam.
shit. Anybody we know still wrestling, bro?
Nah, these all new. You know Roman, he still wrestle, but like it's a lot of new niggas.
Oh, that's the Rock.
Yeah, that's the Rock
cousin.
cousins. Yeah,
They really
Roman
cousins?
and Roman and his I think his brother. They fought each other. It was
That's
dope.
the nigga with the Hawaiian tattoo, the
Yeah,
tribal joints,
yeah,
or
yeah,
Samoan.
yeah.
The one with the ponytail.
Yeah, you know they related to Yokozuna too. Yokozuna's not Chinese.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
they all
what?
Samoan.
Yeah, Yokozuna.
Yokozuna not
He
Chinese.
tried
He's
to make-
Samoan.
He's Samoan?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not Chinese.
He not
Oh,
Chinese.
wow.
He not
Yo,
Chinese.
yo, I hate Vince McMahon, though.
He not Chinese. Yokozuna, it's Yokozuna, Rikishi. They all related. I think he fought Rikishi's son, if I'm not mistaken.
You
It
seen
was
that
dope.
clip of Cam and Mace talking about Owen Hart, Vince McMahon getting sued and shit?
Yeah. Y'all ain't know that?
Nah, what happened?
Yeah. Sable sued Vince McMahon for sexual harassment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sable from the 90s.
Yeah.
That
Sable.
was with
Shit.
Rick Root. Who was she with?
She was
with
with
the
damn.
dude
That's,
name?
no, you about to say it.
Rick. It wasn't Rick.
It was-
Rick Rude.
It was Rick Rude.
What did the Owen Hart thing have to do with?
Nah, that was like a side conversation. But they were saying that
The
like
death suit when he died.
they were saying when he died.
I'm watching that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that was the
remember
first.
watching
That was the first event I ever like. What's that shit used to call? Used to get the. I forgot what that shit was called. You know when you used to get the free.
Oh, pay per view.
Pay per view.
Yeah, but it used to be like something on the box you used to be able to get for. Anyway, fuck it. But I remember watching that shit. Like,
They said like a month before that, Vince had like a back and forth with Bret Hart about him losing his title.
Title,
He was
yeah.
like, "Yo, Vince," because at the time Bret was the champion. And Vince was like, "We're gonna take the belt from you," and he was like, "All right, cool," but like, because they had a show in Canada and then they had a show in the U.S. He's like, "I don't want to lose my belt in Canada."
oh, that one I know about. The infamous like him spitting on the nigga. Yeah, that's it. We all know.
Yeah, and he said
yeah.
Owen died like a month
One
after.
later. One later.
They were saying it was like a weird. It's like the timing was weird about
They
that.
sued them.
But they think he did it on purpose? Like, come on, niggas gotta chill, bro.
I think they did though.
like what?
Because Owen don't come out on no rope. He ain't Sting. Like
But why would he? What would be the significance of killing him off?
it's
Yeah.
just you just
Yeah, I don't know.
Brett was sick though.
So,
yeah, Brad.
oh,
He
for sure.
hated Vince McMahon for like 30 years.
Yeah, for sure. Why would you take his belt in his hometown?
I know what you didn't watch the cause Vince was
'Cause
mad that he
Vince
was
was
leaving or
mad
some
he
shit
was
like that.
leaving.
Yeah, he screwed him. But
The WCW money was coming in.
I know you watch. I know you know about this because you that I found out about it late, but I'm pretty sure you already knew about the shit with the fucking the build up to because I seen it on the A&E joint the build up to Hollywood fighting Sting.
Yeah.
And then it basically went left because
Yeah,
Hollywood at the last
Hollywood,
moment refused to like he was like, nah, I'm not losing the title
I'm
to
not-
this
yeah,
nigga.
he not.
Because leading up to it, they all said that like Sting was going to win the belt,
Belt,
and they felt like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
And they had gave NWO was so big at the time, they gave Hollywood creative control.
creative
him and what's the nigga
control, yeah.
Eric Bischoff?
Eric Bischoff,
Yeah,
yup.
they gave him control. And in the backstage before going out, he was just like, "Nah, I'm not doing it.
Not doing
Like
it.
I'm not losing my belt."
Yeah.
And so they had to make an audible like literally 10 minutes before the fight started. And it just ended. They said it ruined what was supposed to, because the build up to that shit was perfect. They was
Yeah.
working on the story
Yeah.
forever, and it kind of had a flat ending because like that wasn't the ending it was supposed
What was that,
to be.
Stargate or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
The
Yeah,
Stargate?
yeah,
I'm gonna
yep.
watch it.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
crazy.
Yeah.
Sting from Omaha too, man. I know he was happy about that Crawford win.
You said what happened?
He from Omaha? Yup, he is.
Sting
He
from
from
Oh, Sting from
Omaha.
Omaha, yeah, you know.
He is from Omaha.
Omaha, boy.
Shout out to Sting, man. Still wrestling to this day.
Wow.
For real?
Yeah, the AME wrestling, he was just wrestling like.
It's like the big three for wrestlers, bro. Niggas retire, then go to the other.
Wrestlers don't
shit
stop,
crazy,
bro.
bro.
I don't know how athletes stop. Wrestlers do not stop, bro. They keep going till they bones break, bro. Like that shit.
Why?
different.
What is that?
It's adrenaline, yo. It's like it's a
Do they need the
addiction.
bread or what? Like, what
No,
is it?
it's just they just like to keep doing it. Like they just don't want to give up they legacy of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like Edge is still fighting. Like niggas. Is,
What?
Man, it's a lot. Of
Real
people.
quick, this is random. What's the best wrestling match you ever seen?
Oh, Hell in a Cell with Mankind.
I knew you was gonna go there. I knew you was
Undertaker.
gonna go there instantly. Yeah.
Hell in a Cell, Undertaker, and it's
Damn.
it was Bret versus Shawn Michaels, and I think it was Kane versus Undertaker,
I'm gonna throw a wrinkle in there for you.
and the Hardy Boys, 3D, and Edge and Christian in the tag team joint.
What about, you remember Ray versus Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah,
That joint was like that.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
joint was like
yeah,
that joint.
Damn,
They
dog.
played it. That joint was like
Yeah.
that.
I'm really
bro.
thinking now, yo.
Nah, that shit was really
Yeah.
like that. I didn't even appreciate it as a kid.
and
I had
Stone
to see
Cold
it
and
when I
Rock
was-
going at each other.
Who did he wrestle when he broke his neck? Stone Cold.
I can't
Owen Hart, I think it was.
Was it on Hart or
When he did
Kim
it,
Sharp?
when he
One
power
of them.
drivered him.
Oh yeah.
on
Yep.
the chair and shit.
Yeah.
I think
Damn, that
that,
had to hurt.
I
Bro.
think that was Owen Hart, bro.
He got Stone Cold got hurt at every WrestleMania. Every WrestleMania he got hurt. Like
I had
he
a Stone Cold shirt on yesterday. Yo.
That had to hurt though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Right on the top of his bald head, bro.
Yeah, that shit had to hurt, bro. That shit
On the
crazy.
chair.
Shout out to wrestlers, bro.
Wrestling almost ended my life when I was a kid, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
He was
'cause
in the
we-
crib wrestling, bro. My brother hit me with a real steel chair, bro.
See that video we seen on Shade Room? Somebody got hit with a real steel.
Them chairs
Kicked
is
up
not.
on his white
Them
people.
chairs that they use in wrestling is not real.
They are props.
Steel
You know
chairs.
what? I realized because every time somebody get hit with a chair, the
Shit would
joint
bend.
then the joint would bend.
That shit don't happen in real life, fam.
That shit don't happen in real life.
That
He
should
be
be-
he
that
be
should
just
be-
hitting them like on the side. I'm like, nah, that's
That
a
shit
good
still
prop.
hurt though.
It
That
still
shit
hurt,
hurt.
yeah, but that shit ain't no real steel chair, bro.
That's another joint I know about too. For A&E when they was like when Triple H was like he wanted to give Mankind the correct send off, and then he was like, man, look, we're gonna do the thumbtacks, and then he said Vince told him like no, like when they ran the idea by Vince was like we're not using thumbtacks,
Right.
it's too over the joint, and then Triple H said before he went out, him Mankind, he was like, hey, you got a thumbtacks? He was like, yeah. And then when he did it, we did the shit anyway. He said Vince was pissed, but it worked. He said when they got back in the locker
Definitely
room, he
worked.
was like, yo, my bad. Vince was like, fuck it, but let it go.
Yeah,
Definitely
Vince wanted to clear the violence out of it. He actually did. You can't even hit people with a steel chair no more, if I'm not mistaken.
Remember when Stone Cold came out with the Zamboni?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always keep. Remember when the joint when he sprayed came out with the fire hose? No, the end of the Raw used to be crazy, bro. Like whenever the
That was
last,
on my
the,
birthday.
the last
I
5 minutes of
remember
Raw
that.
used to be insane.
That
bro.
was on my birthday. I remember
Good
that.
times, bro.
Yeah, shout
Jim
out
Ross
to
made it
wrestling.
all work.
Jim Ross,
Yeah,
man.
man.
He's the best commentator of all time.
So
Greatest
slobber
commentator.
knocker.
Of any sport, any
Yeah, I
whatever
think so,
of all
too.
time.
God damn it! What the hell?
I think so. I think so too. yo.
Dog, when that nigga, when they was fighting, it was a joint when they was fighting when ECW was taking over. It was like ECW versus WCW versus WWF. And Austin was gone for like a month. He was injured. Bro, there was a nigga pulled back up. Hey, dog, these niggas was fighting. And then all you hear was the glass break. And the nigga Gerald said, oh, yeah. It's Austin. Then he come by. He was like, oh, he's talking. Dog, when the nigga started hitting niggas in the ring, he said, Austin is parting him like the Red Sea. He was like, look at the rubble. Look at the car. I said, nah, dog, Jim is different, bro.
Yeah, nah, Jim Ross is OD.
That nigga,
That nigga's OD.
I hate to say this. This is a new segment that I like to pronounce. You're going to jail.
Oh yeah.
DJ Envy, you're going to jail. Lizzo, you're going to jail.
Let's talk about the everything, man. He was talking about how
the fraud shit.
nah.
my God.
He was saying that it was fraud.
It's fraud.
I just remember Ross
Document.
talking about it briefly.
It's documented.
Real
It's
estate fraud, right? Some
Yeah,
shit
it's
like
real
that?
estate
Yeah.
fraud.
Really?
Yes. Envy, you're going to jail. Envious.
I really thought you owned them cars. Well, I feel like Ross always get the last laugh somehow.
He does,
I respect Envy, but you can't be frauding the people, bro. There's a lot of frauds, bro.
Are you serious?
Yes, dog. They got the.
That's what the charge was. It was real
I
estate.
seen
It was
the-
real estate fraud.
I seen my lawyer.
And they said they've been building a case for.
They've been building a case for a while. It happened in St. Louis,
Mm-hmm.
and Nigga, this been stealing.
What?
Yes,
I
dog.
thought he was doing legitimate business, bro.
What?
I mean, I'm gonna let the courts.
I feel like you're too famous to be fraud.
Stop
like
saying that. You could fraud people.
No, I'm not. I'm saying like you think you're gonna get away with it?
Yeah, see?
I know that real estate shit get tricky. So
That real estate shit is
Yeah,
not.
like I don't know, bro.
I'm gonna wait till it. What is going on with this Lizzo thing though?
Yeah, Lizzo's
Oh,
wild.
they said she was violating her
dance.
dance.
Making
I heard
suck
something
pee-pee.
about eating a banana
Yeah,
out of a vagina.
she made him suck pee-pee.
One of her girls,
said
one
that?
of her,
She
I
said
think
it.
one of her production managers or somebody was like,
Say they had
yeah,
hookers
like
and
she
shit.
was doing all type of weird sexual innuendos towards the dancers and shit like that.
Crazy.
Surviving
Yo,
Lizzo was
and we-
crazy.
Surviving. Lizzo.
Hey, dog, innuendos in a case, you're going to jail. That's an evil word.
Yeah, that's they was wilding
when they
over
using
there.
the windows.
Yes, it's over with, bro. He did innuendos.
They was wilding over there at
Trey
Lizzo.
Songz like, ooh, they off my ass for a little bit.
Trey is still escaping this. I just seen Trey with Kenny Burns at an all-white event singing, so I don't know y'all about to catch the boy.
It's crazy now when niggas are celebrities though how they automatically get the benefit of the dope, bro. Because like, I didn't even know the extent to what the Lizzo shit was. I just knew when I looked in the comments, it was a bunch of people like, "Now my good sis, I'm gonna let her play." I'm like, bro, it's just crazy how like, or just even the picking and choosing, bro. Like it's just crazy how that shit really like, how that shit really go. I'm not saying I believe she did the stuff she said. Weird accusations to not be true, but you know what I'm saying. I could also.
Nah, I think
It wouldn't surprise me for some strange reason, bro.
I think every
just
backup
wouldn't.
dancer went through hell for being on tour with stars. I think it's not just Lizzo.
Oh, you think they all got a story?
I think everybody has a story, but they have to sign a clause
What do y'all
to
think?
not say it.
What do y'all know anybody who like is a Lizzo fan? Any Lizzo fans?
Like Die Hard, no.
I don't really know.
What do y'all think a Lizzo fan like looks like?
I don't know.
Because I feel like every artist.
You
has
didn't call
like,
her plant though.
I don't know anything about Lizzo's music, or like her backstory and nothing. I don't know anything about.
I mean, she makes hits.
She got hits.
I believe
That's
that.
undeniable,
That's what I've
but-
been told. I don't know them.
I've never met a person that's like like if Lizzo was in concert, I've never heard somebody say I'm going to see Lizzo, like ever.
Steph with the Lizzo show with one of her friends. She's not a Lizzo fan, but she just went because her friend had tickets. And
That's an odd fan. Not nothing against her. It's just like, you know what I mean?
she said they're all like overweight white women.
Yeah.
Yeah, how hard you want to pound the table for Lizzo?
Yeah. Her fandom is big Rosie O'Donnell woman.
Yeah, her fans are
Yeah, her fans are like
ultra white women.
yeah, it's a lot of white. It's white cadence. It's a lot of white cadence word.
We had a Beyonce party the other day.
Yeah, that shit was packed.
Beyonce fans are different as well.
Yeah.
When did she become like the Jesus of the LGBT?
She's god of the gays. What's wrong with y'all?
I-
It's been years. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, maybe I've been in the
You've been in the fucking.
I remember
in the-
Beyonce talking about upgrade me, independent.
And that's when it's. And then when
But
single
when did
ladies
this
drop,
happen, bro?
when single ladies drop, the gays went crazy. All her music's for gays. I'm keeping. Four is my shit. I'm not trying to get
yeah,
attacked.
that's a fantastic.
I'm not trying to get attacked. And I like Lemonade, so. But she get all her cadence from
Bro.
the gays.
I see my
The
coworker.
gays is in the
Her
pen.
Renaissance is a very gay friendly album.
Yeah.
I see my coworker at the party.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
The stuff I saw walking into that bathroom, I don't never want to see it.
Bro.
Oh, what happened? Come on,
But
share
she went
the
to
story.
this is where-
I went to the Beyonce job on Friday.
Oh, you saw some.
What you see? A lot of coke?
Lot of-
Them dudes was doing stuff in the bathroom.
Oh.
Oh.
I
Whoa.
never
Oh,
seen.
humpy, huh?
I didn't know my coworker was gay. Not that I care.
Oh,
not
wow.
my business, but he had his nipples out, fam.
Oh,
I
wow.
wasn't prepared for that.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying. Did it always like? Did
Yeah,
she?
like a sparkly-
Corduroy,
That's
maybe
her
I'm on.
spinning.
He had like a sparkly fishnet shirt
Yeah,
and his nipples was out. fam.
Maybe he's Jamaican.
There was a lot of cowboy hats too.
A lot of
A lot of
hats.
cowboy hats.
A lot
There's
of-
a lot of bad fits
a lot
yesterday,
of
too.
That's the
fans.
Renaissance theme
A
though.
lot of fans, a lot of silver.
Yeah, a lot of silver. There's a lot of bad fits I saw last night. I was disappointed.
I don't know what it is, bro. Maybe I'm just not
She's
She
there.
can really
God.
start her own religion though.
She
Like, all
is.
jokes aside, she can start, and it probably is a religion already. Honestly,
I'm
but-
not like
I never seen no shit like this. Jay-Z fans don't go this hard.
I know people that
No,
because we all, if you like Jay, you have comment like you have a certain
Lil Wayne fans
thing
don't go
about
this hard.
you have a thing
This
about
shit,
you like you that.
These people had uniform
I
on.
think
Jay don't want fans like that either. Jay wants knowledgeable fans who smoke cigars and drink whiskey like that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I think so. I think like when you have a career that long, you have different kinds of fans because they get in at
Yes.
different points of your
Yes,
journey.
yes.
Like early Wayne fans, I feel like are different from like the later
Young
Wayne
Wayne
fans.
fans, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
I
fact.
just feel like it's different depending on when you get on the train.
Beyonce fans is out of control.
How many artists do you know that can have like a whole party all night and they play one artist? And
I mean,
not that many.
It's not that many.
Oh, so at the Beyonce party, all
all
Beyonce,
Beyonce.
All
played?
Beyonce music.
That's it.
That's a flex.
Flex.
That is a flex.
And they body and Flo bodied it.
That is.
Oh,
a
Flo
flex.
did it.
Flex.
He probably couldn't wait.
Yeah.
No, we did it in Baltimore a couple months
Yeah.
ago, and that shit was even more different.
Yeah.
Baltimore is a different place, man.
I
They was
couldn't-
doing the death drops in the street.
Wow.
You know the little death drop thing where they fall to. I don't know how to describe it, but
Oh no.
the little voguing community.
I know what you're talking about.
They was doing death drops in the street on the way to the venue.
Yeah. I'm mad I ain't go. I would have got beat up, man.
The thing about Beyonce to me,
Oh, they got beat up.
It was 7 straight men in the whole.
the reason why I say this shit is religion.
Oh, it's straight.
Beyonce shows are like church, like it's
They
a
are.
lot
No,
of
the reason-
gay
the
people,
reason-
a lot of women,
The
and
reason
not
I say
that many men.
I say it's a religion, I know people that have like outside of Beyonce, they have common sense. They're very,
I don't think
they're
Beyonce
very
fans have
straight.
common
They're very, level headed, but they just lose it for her, like completely. Like, and I'm like, bro, how does somebody do this? You don't know her. Like, I had somebody argue me down. I was like, bro, like we had a whole argument about it, and it kind of got personal. And I was like, if you died today, Beyonce wouldn't shed a tear for you. I would care though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll be at your
I
funeral.
would actually care about you.
I'll
And
be at your
I'm the
funeral.
person that you're shaming like that. But she doesn't know you, bro.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I get it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you know
called
what
her
I'm saying?
God B. I don't even call her Beyonce. I said that's God B.
Yeah, Beyonce she's different, bro. There's only a few people that you can have a whole party for.
Yeah.
And
I still want to know she okay though.
you know what's crazy?
She talks like somebody has a gun to her
She's
back
a
in every
robot.
interview. You know, how, like
She's like a robot.
Yeah, somebody be like blink if you okay. Like she talks like somebody always has a gun to the small of her back. Like see, that's how she talks.
She does though, fam.
So I
And I don't know how
she's
she made
okay.
it to the. I don't know how she's like has garnered this kind of fan base, and we don't really know much
What?
about
What
her.
is wrong with y'all?
No,
She's
the music I get.
No, the
I'm
music
talking
you
about,
get it, but we don't.
The
personally.
fan base is part of the
No,
music.
no.
Who
I'm
really
saying-
knows her though?
What do we know about Beyonce really?
Yeah,
She don't shit. She private.
Very.
yeah, very.
She
And that's
very-
difficult
that's-
to garner
that's-
a fan base when you're that
She's
private.
real private. Like Rihanna's real open with her shit. Beyonce's real private. You ain't gonna find shit about her. When she pull up, be quiet. Type of shit.
We don't even know who she really is for real.
She's a mom.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, you know how you get, like, you got a general
had a-
picture of your, like,
she had a
you don't know-
documentary.
You don't know who
She
Beyonce
really
is, bro.
like, she really takes this shit serious. Like,
Oh no, I'm not doubting none of
Yeah,
that.
I know that she's
She could be
dedicated to
she
the
could be an
craft,
amazing person too. It's just funny because like I really don't
Yeah, when
know
I
her
think of
for
Beyonce,
real.
I don't get a vision of who like.
Who she
she's
is,
it's a
man.
mystique where she got. She private.
And she
love
said mad
her.
documentaries and mad shit, and it's still like
I love
you know
her
what I'm
doing an interview, but it's like, what's she gonna talk about? Like,
bring
she gonna talk
Beyonce.
about herself?
saying? You think getting Beyonce on the power would instantly make us like? You think that's an instant like?
That's a
Oh,
fact.
it's over with.
It's
I'm
over
out of here.
with.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She could just say 3 words. Oh,
Changing
man,
my
I'm out
phone
of here.
number.
Yeah, I'm changing my number too.
Changing my
I'm
number.
changing my name.
Change my name after that, fam. What? You serious?
Speaking of music,
If she
though,
say, "Oh, I listen to y'all," what?
now I need that. That's gonna be the drop forever.
What?
Like forever, that's gonna be the drop. That might be on my resume. It has nothing to do with anything. It might just on the bottom. Like I have a podcast, and Beyonce says she listens to it.
I will make endless T-shirts of that. Beyonce listens to my podcast.
On Twitter, they said all these Beyonce parties, why nobody booked her to do a walkthrough? I'm like, ain't nobody afford
You can't afford that.
But I heard she was at Rose Bowl.
No, ain't no fucking way in hell.
Ain't no fucking way.
I swear somebody.
There's
Oh,
no
yeah,
way
my bad.
possible,
Maybe I'm done
fam.
for believing that. I'm
Ain't no
sorry.
fucking
Yeah, I
way.
just.
Ain't
Yeah, I'm
no
sorry.
way.
I apologize.
There's no
I should
way.
be-
Beyonce ain't doing no walkthroughs.
She won't walk in that filth.
Yeah, I should.
She has her own parties.
I'm
She has
sorry.
private parties.
How much would that cost?
Yeah, I'm
Bruh,
sorry.
That's your
yeah,
whole. That's your whole year of checks.
You think she knows this? Like she leaves the concert, like, yeah, you can't afford me.
Yeah.
Do you think she even listens to like offers, like for that?
There's
shit?
no point. That's the
It's
same
no
reason
point.
Hov said he don't charge people for features. Cause like, bro,
It's
you
no
can't
point.
afford it, bro. I only do features. He said I don't charge people features no
He
more.
don't,
bro.
he don't. That
He
was
like, I only
wild.
do features with people I like.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't pay me for a feature because you can't afford it.
Cannot give me. You cannot give me like.
doesn't even
$5
try?
million. You cannot give me $5 million.
50K is better than nothing, right? Like,
Like, bro, I don't want that. Bro.
Jay fucking wipe his ass with 50K.
Yeah, he like, I don't want that shit.
I don't want
man.
that shit. I'm gonna help you.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Like
for
he
me,
told
bro.
Kevin Hart, I'm here.
He said, man, oh, can you believe it, bro?
I'm
He's
here.
like, yeah, I'm in Madison Square Garden. He's like, no, I'm
I'm
here.
here. Like I'm here.
I strive to be that. I strive to be that arrogant.
When you actually,
tried,
could live in your own legend, your
I
legend.
strive to be that arrogant.
Speaking of which,
I think I'm on my way to that shit. We just gotta pop. Just gotta get a little pop. Oh man.
a topic.
I'm gonna
came
shake
up.
your hand and don't shake everybody's hand. I'm like, yo, shake everybody's hand for me.
Hey, shake his hand for me,
Shake
on
his
my
hand
behalf.
for me. On my
With the
behalf.
Pac and the Outlaws. Nobody talked to me directly. You talked to Gaddafi. Gaddafi talked to him. And
Oh man,
yeah, Pac was on some other shit when he said that. So y'all,
He said that in a video shoot, right?
he said that to Snoop when they got into it.
wow.
When they no, was it Snoop he got to? Yeah, he got into it with Snoop, and then he was like, why you act like the outsiders won't like really do you in? And then they got into it, and he was like, yo, from now on, nobody talk to me. Like you talk to Gaddafi, Gaddafi talk to Mussolini, and then
That's crazy, bro.
Cellini's a name.
But so speaking of kind of that era, so we had a guest submitted this question to me. She said, y'all talk about music a lot. So in the last She said decade to 15 years, meaning you can't pull up Biggie, Pac, or none of like Big L, or none of them. What artist has died in the last 15 years that you feel if they wouldn't have died would have the biggest impact today? And I got a feeling where you're about to go automatically.
That's easy.
I would assume you're about to say Nip.
That's easy.
All right, so I mean, go ahead.
It's Nip for me. It's Nip for me because I feel like he was still in the beginning of his process. I feel like he was getting to levels of influence in the community that were kind of like undeniable. Like you've seen it. You see the influence of where he was taking it. You see where he was taking it. You seen the respect that other people in the genre had for him, even the elders statesmen, and the people his age and artists younger. So I just feel like the music was getting better, like higher quality. I just feel like it was kind of inevitable. I mean, he had the allure, the street allure, but he still had the intellect. He had the beautiful girlfriend. He had the pieces were together. Like
He had everything.
Let me play devil's advocate for you for a second, right? Well, I want to guess yours too, because I think I know yours. I could be wrong, but I think I know it. But play devil's advocate for a minute. And this is a nigga that's a staunch Nipsey fan.
Yeah, you're hitting the mic.
Yeah, staunch Nipsey fan.
You okay?
You know, all my name is tatted on me. If there are some that say that everything you just said is true, but it was received better because of his death. I'm sure you've heard that before.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Don't give you flowers.
His
while he
legacy?
is. Yeah, they said his legacy was almost improved by his, you know what I'm saying, by his death. I don't know, people, Dre would tell you today, Dre never fuck with Nip. Nip died, he started really listening to music. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's those people. So do you think if he would have lived that it would have still had that type of impact?
no, not at this pace. No, hell no.
Nah,
But I feel like it would have still. It wouldn't have been what he is. Like what the allure wouldn't have been the same. But I do feel like the impact would have been. You can't deny it because it was consistent. So eventually it would have got to that level. It would have taken longer, way longer. But I feel like eventually if he would have stayed on the path that he was on, he would have got there. Like look at the circles that he was moving in. Look at he would have got there. You know what I mean? He had the relationships already.
Yeah,
he
the
had
relationship with Vegas, Puma.
He had the Puma cosign. He had the Hove cosign. He had the
Roc
Nas
Nation.
cosign. He had Ross. Like he had all of the relationships there. You know what I mean? It was just a matter of people connecting the dots. That's all it was with him. I don't think it was the music was getting better. You know, it was good. It was getting better. I just feel like his business acumen was there. I just feel like
He was Grammy nominated.
he had respect in
Before his death, too.
he had
Before
respect
his death.
in music and sports. He had those relationships.
He had
Like,
man respect.
you know, men respected him. Women liked the way he dealt with his woman. Like, I just feel like it's just a matter of time. Eventually, you know what I mean? Now, of course, his death accelerated it 100 times over.
Oh yeah.
But
Most
I feel like he would have gotten to a point where he would have. I just feel like the street niggas respected him.
Yeah.
He didn't isolate the squares, as you would call them, like a lot of street niggas do. They be like, I'm a street nigga, so I don't.
His
just keep
biggest
that
fans
shit
was
over there.
Nerds, bro. Like
Yeah.
niggas really like embraced him. Like he embraced the
He embraced all of it,
He
bro.
embraced. He ain't never like divided his fans.
Yeah, so I just feel like
That's what's wrong with a lot of artists. They divide their fans too much.
yep.
They want these core fans to support me. Nah, gay fan is supporting you too. You're just gay.
I agree. I just wonder because
I think it's
you have people that say that and like
And I get that argument.
Drake, you say with Big and Pac. Like, look, the other thing you say about them is they was already in pandemonium state before the death. Like, you know what I'm saying? That death just like made it somewhere else, but they was already completely full
It was
of
who they were
phenoms
already.
at that point. Yeah. Can I try to guess yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
Juice WRLD.
No,
All right, good.
no. Mine's might be it's gonna be two people for real. It's gonna be Dobie. It's gonna be I gotta say him though, cause when he died, it took a lot out of Atlanta. It's not Atlanta.
Bankroll.
Yeah, Bankroll and Trouble, and Trouble, and Trouble,
I think Bankroll
and Trouble.
one of them people. Too.
Yeah, Bankroll one of the ones that got
Yeah,
cheated.
I think
Dope.
I think Bankroll was up next for sure.
Bankroll got Dobie got cheated because he was on a good path, and Bankroll too. They had the trap impact to be commercialized, and Trouble too. They had that shit commercialized. Like I would say Takeoff, but Takeoff his legacy is here.
Yeah.
He's already did. He did a lot. So I say those two. I always be like, damn. Every time I listen, I'm like, yo, damn.
Bank is a good one though.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
because like you said, he could make pop. He could make
it-
single. He had the
he
trap
had singles.
street backing,
Yeah,
but he can make
he
singles.
he can make
too.
a whole project that's full of singles.
Yeah, he could.
So him and Trouble, like Trouble had the Drake feature. He was on his way. Like
As
he was
mu-
literally on
as
his
much
way.
as I love Trub too, I would say even what Bankroll outdid him at was like Bankroll effortlessly made those singles too. It wasn't even like
wasn't a
struggling
force.
or he
It
was
wasn't that-
trying
it was
or
never
forced. It was
forced.
just
It was never
effortlessly like they could make singles and still give you the trap shit, which is usually a winning
It was
combination.
never
And
forced. But though a lot of people don't know about him. He was nice. He was T.I. like
let me find out.
he was T.I. like big artist, like big
Yeah.
big name artist. He was on his way. Cheated.
You from Alabama?
Yeah, from Alabama.
I ain't really get into
Definitely
Dope Beat Too
Alabama.
Heavy, dog.
I used to
T.I. back.
compare him and Kevin Gates a lot. He made better music than Kevin Gates at the time when I was listening to them. So
He's nice. When I went back and listened to him,
Yeah,
like T.I.'s backing for him is. I was listening to some interview and T.I. said he might be better than me. I'm like, that's kind of crazy, you know. And this is before he died though, like you know what I'm saying. So this made me kind of listen to the nigga a little bit. I don't want to say I seen like necessarily T.I. level. He was nice though. The nigga could rap. Like all jokes aside, the nigga could rap. He was witty. So I get it.
very witty,
But,
very witty.
yeah, a lot of people swear by him too.
Yeah,
Like,
but
a lot of
Bank
people
Road
swear
to
by
me, that's it. That was a
Bank
that
for
was-
sure, though.
that
You
was
could see it.
Yeah, Bank for sure though. Like,
I see the
Tell, like-
stardom like
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Bank
could
for
tell he had the
though.
Like when he
personality
was-
for it and everything.
Like he was doing music with Mike Will. I was like, God, he still like and cheated. Like
Yeah.
he cheated.
Nah, Bank was on his way.
Yeah.
Like for sure, undeniable. Charisma for it, personality.
And I throw Juice in there too. Juice was gonna be next. He was gonna be in that.
You know, he was a nigga that I would say was bubbling. Niggas like you been knew about him, but like I feel like he was really just hitting his. He was starting to get. I mean, he already had the project with Future
had
and all that,
mad
but he
projects.
was starting to finally like, you know, kind of like
Hit the
when it's starting to
stardom.
turn, yeah, a little
hit
bit.
the button like a Yachty in it.
What's the song he had to start to blow up like recently, right when he died, like right before he died?
I forgot what he said. I forgot what.
Oh yeah, I can't remember to say, but he started getting heavy radio spins before he died.
know,
He
man,
had
he's-
mad radio spin.
Made me start fucking with Juice WRLD because I wasn't really tuned in like that. But I seen him on. It was a video of him like freestyling, rapping. I was
Yeah, he
just
can
like,
rap. Nah, he can rap.
That's what I was
You know
just
what I'm
like.
saying?
This nigga's rapping, like
Yeah,
really,
he
really rapping. I was like, hold the fuck up, bro. I thought this nigga was like a drug rapper.
I mean,
he was.
Yeah,
He was-
but he can rap though.
He can
He
rap
really
like
rap.
shit.
Yeah,
He was
can
in that
rap.
emo like how
Yeah.
X another one. X was
Yeah.
I seen a video with
X
Juice
was
freestyling for like 5 minutes
That's,
straight.
I think that's the one I'm
Just
talking about. I was
smoking
like,
shit.
this
And you can
nigga
tell he's
is
freestyling. I'm like,
rapping,
word?
friend. What the
Yeah.
fuck? What's going on here?
and
I
he
was
from the racks.
confused,
So I
bro.
was just like that rack water. He was his stardom would have kind of hate to say it put Dirk in a smaller position, but yeah, those three like Bank for sure, like always.
Bank's a good one. though,
Bank
for
for
sure.
sure, bro.
Bank was undeniable.
Every time I listen to what's the joint?
He gave main niggas hits. It's niggas
Yeah.
that's established
Yeah.
that got a hit off of you know 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
You know what I'm saying? Just have like he started giving main niggas hits. Yeah, Atlanta lost a big one there. That one, he was a level one of them ones that could have hit. So
Pops.
mine
Pop too?
mine is Pop Smoke. Reason being, and I tried not to be prisoner moment and really think about it. And the reason I decided to go with Pop is I feel like a couple of reasons, right? One, we had seen the death in New York. A couple, like New York had been down bad. Pop was really like bringing it back in a different way, and to the point where like
New York was
relevant again, and like even how like sometimes you say you lose the head of the snake, everybody else falls. Like Favi kind of faltered now, they not as hot, but like with Pop leading the charge, like you had all them niggas coming up like behind them, so it really started to like, you started to feel New York's presence again. You know what I'm
And
saying?
he felt like Paul's New York. Like,
For sure.
saw
Even
him-
though he was doing that, he was
Yeah.
still in New York. And then when you look at like the cosigns he had from New York, like 50 don't even like a lot of niggas and fucked with him. Like you got a lot of people that fucked with him, but with him too, I always said we always talk about songs we remember the first time I heard Welcome to the Party. I'm like, nah, this is different. Like I was in a party while it was going on. I'm like, yo, this shit is like kind of wild. And I heard everything about it, the bum, the voice. I'm like, this is different, but cool. And then I heard Dior. And then once I listened to his first joint, Meet the Woo, I was like, part 1 joint, I was like, I don't know if y'all heard PTSD. That's my shit. But so when I listened to it, I'm like, all right, this is cool, but I don't know if it's sustainable. Because that's the first thing I look at, like, did you just get lucky? Did you get kicked? Because at some point, this is going to kind of wear off. And then when I heard his second album, when he died, after he died, actually his third, because Me, the We Too, then it's the post-humanist, whatever they call them albums. When he dropped that joint,
It's Machiavelli album.
I was like, yo, he can make, I was like, yo, he can make music, bro. Like, that is what shocked me. I'm like, nah, this just ain't a normal, when he had the joint off the Tamiya spin, when he had the joint off the baby, the Freak for the Night, I'm like, yo, he can really make music.
joint
And
with
this
Burna
is
Boy?
what, so this is what changed everything now. Because I'm like, now you got a nigga who, like, he got the street wave. He has everything going for him. He has the cosigns, but on top of that, he can make a tune, like really make. And again, we talk about not forcing it, just making effortless,
Natural,
effortless hit records. I'm like, oh, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
Like he's dangerous. So
Yeah, number one too.
if you look at somebody that could, just what he could have done for this new era in New York, and everything, and him having that big of a place on his back, essentially, like. I do think, especially now with the way the drill shit going, I definitely think
Ice Spice the King.
we might have just been seeing like his.
Ice Spice the
Just the
Queen.
beginning,
that
bro.
shit.
Yeah. We just
Tip of the iceberg, man.
Ice Spice the
Yeah,
Queen.
nah.
That shit right now. I mean, she probably
For
still
sure,
be,
for
she
sure.
She still with him at
But
Ice.
you know another thing, Ice, Favi, K Flock, all them niggas would have been amplified
TJ.
more with him.
TJ.
TJ fell off after Pop, that because he was so like as Pop's so like he had a whole like he was really ushering in a new like real shit. He was bringing New York back. So like I don't like you know what I'm saying, and that's a big task for somebody. But I think he was on the way to doing it. So like when you look at, I think New York just like missed they just got chopped after that. So I don't.
I think it was. I think it was bad luck after that. It's like Kylie, son. When Nip died, that shit can't. That had to get out of his darkness to show his present. That's how New York is, and New York was cheated with that one too.
That was tough in New York though.
Yeah,
that
was
was tough. That was tough.
He had a lot of shit lined up.
That was tough.
Yeah, Pop.
And you talk about the it factor, the charisma,
Yeah, everything.
the belief, the actual story, like the boost, like it all checked out. You know what I mean? And nigga was what 19 to 20, some shit
Young
like
dog.
shit, fucking.
Very
We had a
Fucking
the ceiling
crazy.
Was, you know what I'm saying? The sky was the limit for dude, bro.
Steven
Yeah,
Victor
for
by
sure.
his side, he
Yeah, he was smart. You know what I'm saying? Hey, 50 produced the shit out of that last album.
By the
yeah,
way,
for real,
oh my-
Let's give him all his
cool
kudos. I've never probably seen like, bro, my
Christ,
nigga,
bro.
good job, Fifth. Like 50,
Hey.
50 did right by him, dog.
He
All-
produced the shit out of that album, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? This
Nah, no
nigga put this
bullshit.
shit together, man.
no
Put that
bullshit.
album together all the way. Yeah, that shit was dope, bro.
Yeah,
Pop was one of them ones, man.
nah, for sure.
Fortunately.
It's a lot of audible mentions. The thing with Trub too, why I could not sleep good on Trub, but I could kind of like it sucked, but I kind of think I don't know, cause he was also reaching, like you said, he had a Drake feature. Edgewood was real big. Mike Will was behind him, but I think I not sounding bad, cause like this is my man, but like I can kind of see Trouble ceiling. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool, and it's cool, cause like some people everybody ain't supposed to be.
No, not.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't supposed to be, but he was one of them ones in Atlanta where like it's just legendary, like you know what I'm saying? Legendary status.
You
everything
can't
checks out.
and legendary trap music in
For
that
sure.
2000s and
Yeah, for sure.
You can't leave trouble out of it.
Even the shit's a
And-
tattoo. I mean, duct tape, everything that means down there. You know what I'm saying? Just having the backing of,
He
if
had
you-
the greatest
Yeah,
backing,
if you
bro.
know, you know. If you know, you.
I ain't know him and Weeknd had a relationship like he had the greatest back
Yeah.
end.
Shout out Quavo too, because Quavo,
Yeah,
he
Quavo, too.
always shout out Quavo for doing like, he said he was banned from like
Everything.
all of Atlanta's events for like a good 5-6 years. They had banned him, and it's only when Quavo invited them to the football tournament that they started lifting the ban on him and letting him like start doing other shit. So he always gave props to Quavo for that. Quavo was cool with Pop too. Quavo low key is connected to a lot. Like he got a lot of niggas, yo.
lot of
A lot of niggas.
Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy.
Yup.
Yep. Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Quavo.
What's
though.
that about, bro?
I think his new album's about to suck, but fuck it. We're gonna I don't know what.
I don't know if he's a solo artist, bro.
But it's crazy because we would have pegged him as the one though, right? Like
No,
right?
Offset was always the one.
No, I mean we could.
Yeah, everybody would've
You
said
know what?
Quavo,
And
bro.
honestly, the mixer. I always thought Takeoff was. I'm not even. This not even guess. Takeoff is the best lyrical rapper, and then you have Quavo,
Facts.
who's
God
the
MC. God Southern MC.
yeah.
Keep
Then
saying
you
that.
have Quavo, who's like the
star.
the star of the commercial.
He's a star,
I always
but-
think Offset was the best blend between the two.
He
Like,
was
you know what I'm
always
saying?
the greatest. He was the one.
Yeah.
He
But-
never. I think that's the problem when they beef. He wanted to be the one. And Quavo needed to take a back seat. He told us something. Michael Jackson did shit. I was like, yeah. He makes great music with his wife. Offset the one. Offset joint.
They all need a little bit of each other though.
Yeah.
They all need a little because it doesn't. The projects be straight, but it just don't hit.
It's not the same.
And when they're in the same room, that shit is just, bro. That LA
shit
Lakers
magic.
freestyle,
Oh
bro.
my God,
that
bro.
shit is God's here, and not even because
It's not long.
Yeah,
nothing.
but
It's
fuck the
short,
lyrics.
you know?
I'm not even talking about the lyrics are a part of it.
Short and
Chemistry.
like,
Dog, I've never seen chemistry like that in my life. Like the nigga, bro. First of all, they ain't even wait. The nigga dropped the beat. He was like, "You want to go?" He said, "You want to go set?" And the next loop set starts rapping. It ain't even like a wait. The ad libs kick in. Like, dog, I've never seen nothing like them niggas is like, I don't know, bro.
Even the
That
joint where
shit
they
is
did
different.
even the joint where they did that Dr. Seuss rap.
Yeah.
Even that shit was like, I was like,
Yeah, I'm like, nah, you can't. That chemistry was different, bro.
can't fake that, bro.
can't hurt chemistry, bro.
You cannot fake that shit.
Even when they both interjected, it wasn't even like they started talking on top of each other. Like they knew the perfect like.
And they
Like
had
Quavo only said yeah one time when Set was rapping. No, when Take was rapping, Quavo just said yeah, and then right after that ball
like, he
finished, she let him
ad-libbed
go.
the
It
whole-
almost like
he
no,
got-
that
they
shit
made
is
a
crazy,
song. He
bro.
ad-libbed the whole joint.
Yeah, that shit is wild, fool.
Yeah.
There ain't no chemistry like. And by the way, because he got some pushback for this, yo, absolutely, Migos is a top 5 group of all time. Because people, and you don't want to really, if you really want me to like really place them, a lot of people gonna be mad, bro. Because like I really don't think
Who got mad at that?
he got a lot of pushback for saying that. He just said on Nivea, he said on Angela Yee shit when he said they're a top 5 group and people was pushing back. But you really don't want me to start naming my because like honestly.
They better than a lot of '90s groups.
Yeah, you don't want me to really like because people gonna feel hurt, bro. Because I
Not because of Takeoff gone. They
they just really are though. Like
You can get Bone
you won't
Thugs
get
out
that.
of here.
Yeah,
Bone Thugs is out of here.
Sorry.
They're not better than Bone Thugs. I mean, Bone Thugs not better than them.
Do or die. That's out of here.
A lot of them really. And
TRU. That's out of here.
yeah, and if we talking about groups, we only talking about like the groups ain't even fair, right? Because we're talking about labels now at a point. Because like I could say Cash Money,
But that's not a group.
but
That's not a
it's
group.
not really a group. We're talking about
Hot Boys
label
is a
now.
Hot Boys is a group.
Yeah, Hot Boys is a group.
Yeah,
But that's kind of dwelling in Cash Money though.
I call them a crew, bro.
Yeah, because I really don't consider the hot. I mean, yeah, you kind of got.
I kind of,
Kinda
because they
got
was on each other. Like you got to just, like
Yeah.
I was listening to 400 Degrees. I was like, dog, they was just on each other project. It wasn't Hot Boy. It was just like the solo artist. So I can't even call it. That's a cheat code to me. If you want to call them a group, that's it.
Matter of fact, to be honest, they might be the only niggas I'm putting over them.
Cash?
NWA included.
Cash?
I forgot about Cash. That's a duo though. But yeah. Y'all know how I feel about Cash. Cash is the best group of all time to me. Well, if you want to, that's just equipment that can never just be duplicated, replicated. I grew up on Cash though. That's just my personal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, if you want to call them, I guess you gotta call it a group, right? Because it's two. So Cash Money, and then I had to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. I got Cash Money, and then the Migos.
Wow.
I'm really thinking. Yes, I have them over NWA for those keeping count. Like absolutely. I don't. I guess if people want to push back to that.
Cube, they was still good.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you want to push
I hate
back,
when niggas like knock Dre for what he did. Like after Cube, they was still making records. Like in that middle of the time, they was still making records.
I respect it. If you push back, because Ruger, we had to talk to Ruger, and Ruger was like,
Shout out
yo,
to Rug,
to me,
Rug.
he like NWA #1 for mad reasons, and he started naming accolades. In fact,
That was
I
like
get it, but we always talk
they
about
had impact. Bro.
what we really listening to.
After Cube, bro, they still was like, they was still
It
going.
definitely had impact, bro.
They had like that's what was that third album, Straight for the Niggas or something like that.
I respect it.
They still like Cube was the piece of that shit. Don't get it fucked up. Cube was everything to NWO. After he left, they ain't stopped. It ain't stopped for them. And then
I respect
and
it.
that's when Snoop and that's when that's when Death Row started coming around and like took over shit.
If
I
I
started
say,
sweeping shit.
I
Like,
say that if you got NWA over
They
them,
sweep shit.
I'm not mad at you. Like I gotta respect that. But they can't be no lower than 5. They really
they
can't
top
be.
10 to me. Am I?
You got them lower than 5?
I got them in top 10 because there's some niggas that. You know how I feel about UGK. That,
But
that's #1.
oh
on my
fuck,
list.
Roy.
That's on my list.
Shit.
That's like it's Cass.
Damn,
and
you weren't
UGK.
supposed to say them.
Cash and UGK.
Oh fuck.
It's Cass and UGK.
Oh fuck. That's the.
Then I put Cash Money. Then I put Migos. Like,
All right, so I can still put UGK #4 and have Migos at 5.
yeah,
And I'm not forgetting nobody now.
can't
Like
forget-
that's literally everybody. Like UGK. Oh my god.
Dipset.
Fuck yeah. See,
Is that a group?
that's a group.
My fucking god.
And G Unit.
The unit.
See, no, I don't want to see. Now we kind
That's
of
it.
now we
That's
kind
it. That's what I'm saying. That's my 10.
no.
That's my 10
Because
for
now
me.
we doing the label thing. Now we labeling.
Ghetto
now-
Boys, I'm sorry,
Now
man.
we doing the labeling thing.
I
bro.
can't.
G Unit really a group?
Nah, not really. They only got
That's
one.
what I'm saying.
They only got one album.
Hey,
Come
group.
on,
They more of a
what?
crew.
Bruh, the mixtape series, the Who Kid freestyles.
It's more of a crew.
They had one of the biggest impact mixtapes ever.
This as a crew, and you guys think this, Roy. You got think of the think of the projects they have as a group. Though.
It's like a golden
Now, Roy,
mixtape. It's like a diamond mixtape.
But think of the projects they have as a group, as all of them just rapping. The No Label series, the fucking the Culture series. They have multiple albums, multiple mixtapes. Just them. Like I kind of got to give cadence to. Like Dipset only had to do it 3-4 times.
Yeah, Dipset only had to
They only two, only twice for real.
I know y'all gonna shit on me, but I was gonna say the Locks. But
Nah,
I mean, we can put Locks in there.
nah. I get it. I hear you.
I put Locks in my top song. I'm not gonna do. I put Locks in my top song. They can't be.
You feel me? Migos got projects, bro.
In this diamond.
This
is like this to me. My list is like a diamond. What they did for like other rappers, like how like Bun B was like there for like Wale and for like mad younger rappers. Mac Miller, of course, like he was always there, like side by side. Even Drake, when Uptown came out.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at that.
I mean, if you want to talk about
the Locks, I could.
If you want, you talk Migos. I mean, even with Migos, like people like. We could talk about album sales and sales all day.
I hate how people don't put. I hate my fault.
Go
I hate people don't put like Styles P one of the greatest second man to the main artist.
Sure.
Like
for sure.
Like niggas forget about Styles. Niggas will put like Kanye and somebody like Styles P.
Nah, he's really crazy, but But
Styles to out taking out he's like in New York to me. He's right. Him and Banks are like right there, like second man. And, damn, I hate to say it, Jim Jones too. I would say Joel's, but Joel.
I'll do you one better. When Styles dropped Gangsta and the Gentleman, I wasn't sure if Kiss was better.
Yeah, see, I said
you know what I'm saying? I had to when that dropped, I wasn't 100% sure Kiss was better.
That was my guy, man.
Yeah, like I wasn't. Like if you asked me back then, I'd be like, nah, he got Kiss. And then as time goes on, you like, okay, that's what's up. But like,
no,
Styles was OD.
Yeah,
but Migos really like
Migos is crazy.
Migos is really like
for me. I put them at 2 because I know like they had today's era and they ever. Having the Drakes beside you, having the Thugs, having the Future, like they was still.
How many people copied the flow?
It's a lot of them.
Like how many? Like if you talk about like impact to the like, they got it, bro.
They got
it. Them niggas is.
You also gotta think like they in an era where there's no groups.
No groups, no.
They're the only group in rap.
I hear you, but that doesn't stop.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying it changes what they did. But they do separate themselves.
Then there was money at all times. There was money with Set in jail, money when Set came back, money where like
it's a lot of money going on.
Leave a nigga off, make bad and
that
bougie.
Might be
like,
the most, that might be the
niggas,
most like equally gifted group.
They are.
For sure.
That's fine.
For sure.
Because usually it's like, no disrespect to Sheik, but usually it's a Kiss, a Styles, and then Sheik. Yeah. There's no Sheik in that group. Everybody.
You didn't lose nothing when the other came on the track. It was like, okay, cool. Like one might eat another person, but it's like, yo, you gonna get like, and shit. It was songs where Quavo had the best verse. Fucking Set to go off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Never had a bad verse. That's why I'm sad, bro. He never
in life
had a bad. I go back and said, dog, he never had a bad verse. He never, son. That's why I sad that he's gone, son. Takeoff had never had a bad verse, bro. Like
even on the Bad and Bougie joint, when the nigga said not Bad and Bougie, the Scotty Too Hotty short, that nigga said it wasn't even a bad verse, but I was like, why the fuck did he say? Nigga was like, we've been so many obstacles. He said we went through ups and downs. I heard you had it optional. I'm like, yo, Take is crazy, bro. Like, but like that nigga's really different, bro. Like,
he is though.
Damn,
definitely is, bro.
Damn, sad he going, bro. That nigga,
God bless you, Take. We miss you, Take.
Can we talk about this?
I know we don't talk about sports, but like I don't know how Saquon Barkley is the rank 32 out of
that's what's on your heart.
Out of all top 100 players.
That's what's on your heart.
That's on my heart today. Like today, I slammed my remote. I watched Top 100 like how that's I don't know, I understand, but go ahead.
I ain't too mad because they had Lamar ranked 75th. So anything else, I was ready for the
That's
fuckery.
slow.
After that. I don't give a fuck if he didn't play last year.
That's
like,
low.
Like 75th is crazy. I got Jared Goff over Lamar Jackson.
Goff, like,
75.
Okay,
insane,
cool.
bro.
That's insane.
All right, cool.
The nonsensical, man.
That's hate. That's hate. That's hate from the AFC. Go ahead.
Yeah,
What you about to,
I was gonna ask y'all about this Summer Walker thing, man. And,
oh wow, the funniest shit ever. Thank you, Meech.
Lil Meech.
That was a funny response.
That is the funniest.
But the thing is, like, I don't think
He's an actor, bro. He's a great actor, bro. He dramatically did the dramatic face.
I think he was telling the truth, bro.
Come on, stop.
If you look at the time on the video, he was in there for like 7 minutes.
He has no groceries in hand,
7
though.
minutes.
He has a bottle.
I don't know about that, but like I don't think he was having sex.
So you what?
Probably the worst performance known to man.
That's a quickie.
He probably got the neck.
He probably got a neck.
So no neck is that.
Neck is 5 minutes.
Bro, nah.
Well, on my side, but
Not for sure.
There's no way.
If you necking me for more than 5 minutes, that's kind of crazy.
that's kind of crazy. You
Nah,
really
that's
love
kinda-
me.
yeah, that's-
Like you love me.
There's no way.
And if I could last 5 minutes off your neck,
All he
it's
had to
crazy.
do is post the girl if he had an old picture with a girl and
Who's
his
the neighbor?
dad.
Are they
She fat as
okay?
shit. I don't know.
Are they
fat as-
all right?
No,
Is
they
the
not
neighbor
all right.
right?
They not all right.
Somebody check on them.
people
Mo.
pulling up to their house and everything.
They might have BMF niggas outside they
Mo,
doorstep.
I seen.
Why
How
would you
the
release
fuck?
that, bro?
Huh?
Yeah, that's
Why not?
crazy.
You think she didn't get paid for that? You think that was just
That was a Summer Walker fan.
Yeah, she probably got. What if she just posted on her story?
By the way, I guarantee that's not the first time she's seen Meech go there.
Yeah,
The fact
see?
that she knew the wherewithal to like, I promise you, she's seen that. He's been there a couple of times, but
And
mean,
it was that's like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Yeah, Meech wild.
Meech wild for keeping a straight face.
Keeping a
Bro.
straight
That
face,
nigga
bro.
said,
Great
I can't help
actor,
my
bro.
cousin with groceries. My nigga had a bottle.
He had a blue and white. What's that blue and white bottle that everybody was drinking? Yeah, that shit.
Clase Azul.
Casa Jesus. Yeah, that was funny as shit.
I definitely don't think he was fucking though, because the time doesn't.
Doesn't make
Right,
sense.
what is wrong with y'all, bro?
Probably got the.
You could
nah,
fuck.
Nah.
He wasn't.
You
fucking,
could
bro.
fuck for.
And Meech be wearing
You
man
could-
like accessories and shit. So like it took
It's like a
2
long
minutes.
time to take all that
2
shit
minutes
off,
just to
man.
get his shit on.
He just take his shirt off.
He got 2
and
wallet
drop-
chains, the
pause
whole
and
nine.
drop
Like
his
it
pants
just
and
take
just go to
a while.
work.
That shit.
It doesn't take me.
No, I don't think he was fucking in there, bro.
He wasn't fucking, bro.
So why is it over then?
Because Summer broke. Because she been scarred.
Yeah,
No,
hurt,
she's
bro.
first of all,
She needs an audio hook. from
she's an
Gilbert.
Aries woman. You don't cheat on them. You going to get.
Summer Aries for it.
Yeah, she's an Aries.
She was in the
ain't
club
shit.
letting niggas pat her pussy, bro. That's
Bruh,
crazy.
she that like
Went
you
straight
don't.
to fucking
wild.
ski town after
Yeah.
fucking.
That's wild.
She the
gonna be
reason
hanging
for
out with
Sexy Red too.
soon. Yeah?
Nah, she's the reason for Sexy Red.
She gonna be hanging out with Sexy Red soon.
That's her
dog.
cosign. Sexy Red. Summer
Red,
cosign.
man.
Sexy
Do you believe
Red.
that's appropriate?
No, bro.
That's
Why
not
why,
appropriate.
why do you deem it inappropriate though?
I just don't think it's I think it's inappropriate because like I'm not the type of nigga that's like your action is gonna make me do something I don't want to do. I'm only gonna do the shit I want to do. Like you can't. Nothing you're gonna do is gonna make me do something that that's out of my character. I don't like giving people the power to make me do some shit that's outside of my character. If that ain't who I am, that's just not what I'm gonna do. I've had people do shit to me, violate me in ways, and it's just certain shit I'm just not gonna do. I don't want you to feel like you got the power to make me do shit that's not me.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
If it's some shit that's like on my heart to do, I'm gonna do it regardless of what you like, whether you here or not.
Yeah.
If she want to be in a club letting people pat on her pussy, she should have been doing it while she was in a relationship.
So you, okay? So you
Just do
Shout
it.
out to Trouble too, because I just remember when you said that it's selfish. When he said, "Oh, that sucker shit you do won't make me move like one," like that, real shit.
That's real
But,
shit, dog.
Um,
Man Styles said in like 90, where he said, "Let the sweat dry off and then grab the cannon."
That's a tough.
Meaning like, yo, chill. I'm gonna chill first. I ain't gonna react. I'm not an instant reactor sometimes.
But they young. They.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna think about it first, and then I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do.
I'm not.
I sound like a murderer. Just saying, that's how I operate.
I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna call something police other people to call what they do inappropriate, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like people do their own thing.
Nah. We can't do that, bro.
We can't
What-
do
what
that.
you
John.
mean?
We can't
Can't
do
do
that.
that,
John,
dog.
we can't do
Let me-
that.
We gotta be.
John, we can't
I
do
feel
that,
like
John.
and it's not even like a you thing. When you said that, it just triggered a thought in my head, bro.
It did
About
for
what? I
me.
feel like we
It
are
made my
part-
heart jump, bro.
We part of like a thing where like it's wrong to say shit. It's like it's not cool to say shit is wrong. Fuck no.
Fuck
bro.
no.
Certain shit is not.
You think her behavior is wrong though?
No, I'm just saying like certain shit is just not okay, fam.
But you have to. If you say what she's doing is wrong, you
I
have to
don't know what's
explain
wrong
why.
with because I'm not there. I don't.
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
know.
Wrong is kind of crazy to call
I'm not
that
even talking
wrong.
about her situation.
Nah,
specifically.
I want to specifically
But
talk
like
about.
overall, hey, some shit you just gotta say is not okay, bro. You can't just say, "Oh, that's just what they do." Nah, fuck that.
It's integrity, but they young. That's
They-
that's the type of if you tell to a woman that's in that territory that likes to been doing that shit before you even be in a picture.
And that's why I don't want to call her
you
wrong. 'Cause,
can't-
I mean,
you
I'm not.
can't- I can't say what she wrong. She's
say
hurt.
she-
I'm not casting judge on her. I mean, she was a stripper before this. She
Yeah,
was
she was
like,
a stripper way- yeah, she was a stripper.
this is her walk up.
She
So
got
like,
social anxiety.
huh? Yeah, but that don't mean.
But that don't mean shit.
Yeah, that don't mean you,
You can
can't.
shake
like,
your ass with
and,
social
that,
anxiety.
and that get a lot.
You can pop pussy with anxiety.
But I believe
can pop
because
pussy with his eye.
people that know that shit is. But listen, and mind you, times out. If you know, like, if you really in that stripper life or have dealt with stripper, you know, like 90% of them is on fucking zooted out their mind when they hit the stage anyway, bro. That's a life of pills and all that. But that's not even
A lot of Adderall, a lot
Yeah,
of perks.
but
Perk 10,
but-
I just popped a Perk 10.
I can't believe that's not Sada Baby. But
Word, right?
Shout my nigga Wayne.
But when you see, so that's what I'm saying. I don't want to get in the process of calling people's lifestyles right or wrong, right? That's what I want to say is it wrong. What I do want to say is, like, especially for this generation, bro, it's okay to heal, right? Like, and I think me, when I go through some tragic shit, hopefully I don't spaz first, but if I get past that initial and
You're
I
gonna
didn't spaz, to me it's like, okay, let me sit with this for a while. Because you got to make it right within you first, right? Because that's the only time you can really get over something. You got to make it right within you. If you're going out to, I'm not saying like don't go out have fun, but like when you go out, but sometimes you're putting Band-Aids on it. And sometimes you really got to sit by yourself and really.
Gotta go through the pain.
Yeah, gotta go, cause it's gonna hurt. But eventually
Go
you
through
come
that
out. Yeah,
discomfort,
you
bro.
come out. Cause and this is the thing that people don't realize with that shit, right? Or any type of like physical pain or heartbreak, whatever you call it to, you're gonna hit rock bottom on that anyway. So whether you like having your fun now and then it hits you like at a later date, it's gonna hit you, bro. So you might as well just
brick wall.
you might as well just get to it now, go through the pain, and when you be really over it, you're over it. And I always say to me, I can't speak for everybody else because we all have to set our own boundaries. Over it to John isn't like, even if you need to do that initially, like overall is not, I block this person, I don't want to be outside because I might see this person or I might, over to me is when like, you can still like, if you go past, you see a picture of them on, you can go past blah, blah, and still be okay. That's when you really, to me, that's when you, but like I said, that's just me because everybody has their own boundaries. It works for other people. Like, I don't want to see this motherfucker. I don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, any of my exes or people that I talk to, like, if I see them now, it's not going to trigger me. It's like, okay, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. That to me is when you're fully, like, over it.
Is that because you got the less of that situation? If that's what I'm saying. Like for example, like
No.
when I say if I was to say like if I would see certain women from my past out in public, I wouldn't feel away. It's because essentially some of them
You
got
want
the
for
worst
real.
end of the deal.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So of course I wouldn't feel away, but I don't know if they would.
Most of them, yeah.
Most of them probably
Okay,
wouldn't.
most of them, yeah, but it's two of them that I would say. And the one most recently showed me how much I grown up, right? Because like with that one, I had to like, I'm a Cancer, and I know me, I can be petty, and I could be like, fuck you. And I sat with it for a while, and I said, I'm gonna do this differently. And I even reached out to her when we had to talk. I said, look, whatever, because for everything I could point at you, you could probably point 3 back at me. Cool. I'm gonna say right now, let's just I forgive you. Like, you good, and even at the time I said it, I was mad as shit still. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I just said it and I was all peaches and cream. I said, but I did it because I've realized I get older. To really let go of a situation or to really let bygones be bygones, you really can't hold on to shit. You know what I'm saying? On that magnitude. Like, it's people I don't like that I see in the street, like, it's fuck you forever. Like, I don't care, but it does nothing to my psyche type shit. Like, it's just like, I don't like you, so when I see you, I'm going to, like, you know what it is. But in situations like that, when you talking about, like, love or somebody used to deal with it, somebody that occupied your personal space, it's like, bruh, if I'm really harboring aggression towards you, and I had this longer period, it's always, I can't even really fully move on until I sit with that. Like, I can't be mad at you because it's just going to, you know, you don't want, like, for instance, if you bring up, like, I can see she don't mind me saying her name. This is not the last one, but like, if you say Tiff word, that no anger, it doesn't move anything out of me, right? No anger comes out of me. Actually, good thoughts might come out of me. You say Tiff right now, I might think I'll be like, all right, that's dope, or that's whatever. But if you said an ex name and it got me like, man, fuck that bitch. I'm in my, you mean that's not, you can't heal. I'm still in my feelings.
Yep.
So it's like, you just gotta, you know, I would advise anybody out there, if you go through some hard, yes, there are times you have to go out because sitting in the house will drive you crazy and but like, you got to sit with that because you're going to have to do it anyway. The train is coming, bro. It's going to hit you regardless. So like, you might as well just deal with it early, compartmentalize, and then eventually you get over it like everything else in life. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's why I didn't agree. It wasn't right or wrong, but all this summer shit. And I'm like, look, I see this baby girl. If this is what you want to do, fine, do you. But like, this whole acting like we bulletproof type shit, and especially somebody that has anxiety, like, or like she like. All that shit is cool for the gram, but you still got to turn that off and go take a shower by yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Them thoughts is still your thoughts. So like, I don't.
No, it's about to be a good album. This.
Oh, but Roy, the album is about to be fucking amazing.
We about to get Grammy nominated.
Oh my shit.
We about to get Grammy nominated.
Were they even together
That was
long?
good. That was good, y'all. I ain't had nothing to say. Don't play with Roy. This is just no. This right here. This is a fire sign. This will go off in a second. Calmly too. Like, it's scary. Like,
Were they even together that long?
Enough of a good 15 tracks of fire.
Not a year. Like, it was like 3 months or something like
They
that.
weren't even together long.
She about to drop over at 3. Oh, it's crazy. This shit about to be fire. But nah.
Man, you gotta hear whichever way works best for you. If that's what works for you.
It's just like it's just being embarrassed in front of the internet, the public. That's what they like. We like that. That's what internet likes the messy shit.
Yo, who said
They,
that?
they like to
that,
see people
who's
broken.
the finesse nigga? The nigga, the lifetime finesse nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He said something the other day that's dead true. Actually, he said it to Britt. Britt was shout out Britt. She was on that episode with him.
Hey, Brett, what's up, Brett?
Yeah, Britt was on the episode with her, and she said something like, she asked him, he was like, you know what it is? He said, you know when y'all be done? She was like, as niggas, she was like, he was like, y'all women can take shit in private all day and be fine. It's when we embarrass y'all publicly that y'all pull the last straw. Like that gets y'all to there. Like we could be doing whatever you want to do in the public. And Britt agreed. She was like, yeah, like you embarrass me publicly, like we kind of gotta. Yeah. But they'll take y'all will take whatever in private, beatings, cheating, the whole nine until you know it publicly come out. But
That's a fucking shame.
But yeah, man. Yeah, work on this generation. It's okay to heal, though. I just want to get that.
Yeah, it's amazing to heal.
It's okay.
I'm scared. I'd be scared to grow up in this era, bro. Like being in high school right now.
Nah, it'd be lit.
Yeah, social media. I feel for everybody going through social media
It'd be lit.
problems. It'll be litter, but like it's still like. Can you imagine losing a fight these days?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Like before, only the people across the street seen it after school. Like, can you imagine like going?
You know
Like,
what social media did, bro? Social media is it eliminated the concept of staying in a child's place, bro.
Yeah,
Because
And
social
integrity.
media is everybody's place, bro.
yeah.
bro,
There's
if
no-
the
and
Deshaun and
no
Jarrell
time-
happen now,
Oh yeah,
and you can replay that,
forever.
like no,
Just
like
pull it up whenever you want.
Deshaun would have to smoke him, bro. Oh, just off like off GP getting beat that bad and it being replayed.
I
Like,
hate not to be violent. You could smoke a nigga and nobody would know.
no, for sure.
Not
But
to be violent.
It's just
but
embarrassment.
listen though, think about this. There's no time in history where adults and children occupied a social space.
That's
like
facts.
that
that's
before.
facts. It was a grown up
You could be-
table and
you-
a kids
exactly.
table.
For sure, bro.
facts.
There used to be
For
a
sure,
thing where go with the kids.
Yeah.
We have an adult. There's no such thing. At 14, you can look at a conversation or look at the lifestyle of a 40-year-old man if you want to.
Yeah,
It's never been a thing before.
yeah,
bro.
that's facts.
That's facts.
It's never ever been a thing. Social media has allowed for 12-year-olds.
A lot of fucking.
Now these 12-years comparing themselves to grown adults, bro.
Yeah,
Lifestyle too.
Lifestyle too. My
Lifestyle,
cousin told
too.
me his girlfriend, I think it's 14, 15 years old. He's like, bro,
which one cousin is this? You know, you got
I
a
don't
bunch
know.
of them.
This
Jaws,
nigga told
boy,
me.
The jaws are deep.
This nigga told me that his girlfriend asked him to eat her ass, bro. At 14, 13 years old.
We be playing the
Where do you think
music.
she get that from, fam?
City girls.
Music. Yeah,
Music.
music fostering the conversations
Music.
that, you know what I'm saying?
Music.
is
All grown women that's her age.
That's nutty, bro.
But you know what somebody gonna say.
Aunties,
Yeah,
mothers.
little Kim out before then, she was talking about.
But she wasn't talking. She wasn't. Lil' Kim wasn't
Nah,
making
Kim was
music
crazy,
for kids.
bro. Nah, Kim was crazy.
Kim
bro.
was wild.
Kim was
was
crazy.
But you
Wow.
see it time and time again on your social media feed though. Like
All the time.
Whether it
That
is.
conversation is
It's
public.
it's way. It's in the music. It's way as a lifestyle. Like it's really I can see. I can't. I mean, what you gonna do, little cuz? You gonna break out with her?
It's kind of staying on this topic.
What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Because we're talking about Spice. What do you feel about? I never got y'all opinion on how you feel about Sexy Red. Because she's very polarizing.
She's so
She has people that say that. I mean, real hip hop people that back her up and be like, "Yo, y'all wilding a little bit. She's living in her truth. She's yada yada. She's a star." And then you have people that's completely not with it. We talked about Spice. How do y'all feel about Sexy though?
I think she been making that type of ratchet rap. It's a genre for her. So it's a ratchet rap. So it's like City Girl do the same shit. So it's a genre. She been making that music and she's successful. I can't hate on her too more. Like she really she gonna switch. She gonna change. She gonna have to
You
change
think her
that.
music is going to get more mature?
It's gonna get mature. It got to. It happens to everybody. So
Assuming she stays
Yeah,
long
it's
enough to-
that look is only gonna play for so long. Then you got to change some shit. You got to show your intuition as a woman. So, she's dope, bro. I can't even be mad at her. Like she came out of nowhere and she's very popular, and she here to stay. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like the fans that ratchet rap they like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's here to stay.
I agree 100%.
She gonna get a Drake feature.
I don't think she.
And
going
when she get a
nowhere,
Drake
you know what I'm
feature,
saying?
she out of here. And she ain't gotta like. And to her, she ain't gotta take it so serious. You know what I'm saying? She can just keep making her stay. I want her to stay in her lane, but
Yeah.
when it's 3 years after this, you gotta make a switch.
You know when I started taking her seriously a little bit when I heard people again, whenever shit crosses over to like a thing that it's not supposed to cross over to, like I'm on Instagram. I never forget this girl. I'm not gonna say her name. Follow this girl, but she, you know, she's an entrepreneur, got a lot going for herself. Like always on IG, always classy. She would put on I saw her. She was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, this Sexy Red album got a chokehold on me. And it's like when I start seeing that, and it's like you cross it, like you might got something here, bruh. Like you might be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just your crowd now. Y'all, you kind of like, like deep down, I feel like, bro, I feel like when all them girls hit ski, they like, you know what I'm saying? It just tugs at the whatever in you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to,
I'm kind of on this. I'm kind of on the same page. The music ain't for me, so I can't really judge the music. I don't really listen to the music to judge it. But I do think she has an audience for what she's doing. And I agree with what you said. She's gonna eventually grow out of this. Like the content is going to change a little bit. At least it has to. Because you can't take that in every room, bro.
You can't.
You can't take that energy, that thing everywhere. Eventually, she's going to be in places where she feels embarrassed, bro. And that's
You think so?
Absolutely, bro.
But you can name Dan. You think Trick ever felt embarrassed?
Trick?
Yeah.
Trick Daddy?
Yes.
Absolutely.
For real?
No, I
Yeah.
don't think
You think Trick ever
I
been in
don't
the
think- I
room and
don't
he
think-
felt embarrassed, bro?
I disagree.
Mr. Throw the chicken bone in the wine and I don't like.
Nah,
you
he
think-
ain't give a fuck. Trick, that's why he look like what he look like now. He
Yeah,
don't give a
you
fuck.
think he- you think
Trick don't
Trick
give a
like-
fuck.
And they from the
Trick-
same.
and
And they
Trick-
from the same. Like them is different type of.
Yeah, Florida
they
niggas.
cut from them. They cut
Florida
from a
niggas-
different.
Florida
cloth.
niggas is ghetto.
I think she's going to tone it down, bro.
Maybe her look, but I don't
it's
think her.
gonna tone.
I think her music is like I just said. I think her music still gonna stay.
Even if her music changes.
a producer's going to find her pocket in that shit. So.
Absolutely.
Even if her music changes, she doesn't give me the type of vibe where she'll be embarrassed. Because if
I
that's the
feel
case, Nicki should be embarrassed about a lot. Right
Nah,
now.
but I feel like once you get older and you start you get more money, you start being in rooms with people who are you start feeling a little funny about what you're doing sometimes, bro.
Has that stopped Nicki?
Yeah. I think she's toned out
She's
a
getting
little
more.
bit.
Don't kill me,
Nicki-
boss. I think she's getting more ridiculous as time passes. Like,
Because she's older and it seems like, why are you still doing this?
Exactly.
So
But like I said, she got to stick to her core. Her core is still fucking little 15-year-olds. She get the new breeds of new 15-year-olds every year. So she got to stick to that shit.
But the
They
thing
want
is-
the fans are like, oh, we want you to do something Sexy Red. She's into the core. It's not a business. It's just she's sticking to the youth.
the issue with that is
Drake feature is coming too.
the issue.
Yeah,
For sure.
Drake
The issue
is
is like
coming.
the issue when you have a young fan base is they grow up,
Mm-hmm.
and then they don't want to hear it from you anymore. So you have to grow with your fans, bro. You can't continue to make it because they have different needs, and once their needs change, they don't want to hear the same shit that they were listening to at 15.
I can't say that.
That's like just the same way with us.
That's exactly why Wayne hit his stride.
That's what us.
That's literally why Wayne.
He-
That's
he
literally
grew.
why Wayne hit his stride.
He grew with
Yeah.
his audience. Just
Yeah,
like
for
that's
sure.
like us with Eminem. We don't want to hear the same shit. We like Eminem at 14 with the dick jokes and shit like that. I don't want to hear that
Pause.
at 35.
Never listen to Eminem because of dick jokes.
You know what I'm saying? A little corny dissing pop stars and shit like that. That was funny at 14. It's not funny now.
It's not funny.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't want
corny.
to hear that right now.
It's corny.
He didn't change his his content with his audience. Somehow he's still selling millions and millions of records.
Because he's white.
Yeah.
He has a white fan base, and white people buy records.
Yeah.
He
But
got
like,
Drake.
Eminem has 3 good albums.
And he had Drake.
By the way, I'm not. This is not a conversation to have, but like for all, I'm not for all the grandiose about him. He has 3 good albums, bro.
but like you have
One
to
might be a
change-
one is a classic, but he has
He got 2 classes.
He has 3
Eminem
good.
shows a very good.
I'm not
album.
mad at that, bro. I ain't mad at that.
That's a
I ain't
great
mad at that.
complete
I ain't mad at
album.
that.
That's a
Yeah, if
good
you're gonna have 3 good albums, make 2 of them classics.
Yeah, you got to grow with your audience, and if she don't do that, she gonna struggle.
I
I think most female artists
you-
struggle for that reason, bro.
What you think about Sexy Red, bro? Yeah, you nay.
He likes her.
He likes her. He like ratchet rap.
Yeah, I don't think she's going anywhere right now.
No,
Nah, I'd be surprised.
I don't feel like.
But I
most
said it about
female artists-
Savage and a bunch of
I
other
don't
people,
think
too.
most female rappers build careers to be here long. Like how many female artists do you think that had 10-year careers? It's not that.
I mean, good point.
and they're older.
It's not like they don't want to be though.
They don't make the.
I think music's a little more harsh on them. Like they
Yeah.
they tend to kick them out earlier than.
But you got to think like
Making an
the
album
ones
is
that
hard
stay.
shit.
The ones
Good.
that stay long term are the ones that can adjust with the They can change their content. It's only so long you gonna want to hear that shit, bro.
Female rappers, longevity wise, get the short end of the stick regardless, though.
Yeah.
Because it's either they have to blow up enough where it's like your legend, your status, and when you're popping gives you
Keep it afloat,
longevity,
yeah.
such as Nicki, Missy. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? Those type of people where like your beginning has to be so major. Like you almost got to collect the accolades early so that even later on you're just around off legendary status. You know what I'm saying? Not even because you dropping quality music now. You just for what you did in the past, which is what we saying with Nicki. Because Nicki honestly hasn't dropped just being real. She hasn't dropped like anything substantial in a while. And the one shit she did was a reboot from the fucking the joint, and she just added C and Green to it. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Finesse, bro.
Yeah. So it's like, but she's eating off the accolades of her past work. You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of rougher for females. Bro.
I can't say that because I can't say that because when she what's the last freestyle she dropped? When she do that type of shit, she still it's her.
Oh,
shit
the
her,
Red Ruby.
yeah,
shit
her
was
Red
on?
Ruby shit. She still has her.
Nah, that was
statue.
popping. No, she's still relevant for sure. I'm not taking away. Don't get me wrong. She's still relevant. If she drops, she's gonna spin. I'm just saying if Nicki,
City Girls on the clock.
I'm just saying if Nicki did all this with 2 albums, bro.
Yeah.
She really did all this and got everything early and just, which is cool because with women, for instance, Quiet as Kept, Cardi B has 1 album. I'm gonna say this again. Cardi B has 1 album as Quiet as Kept as for as big as her, and it's really crazy to me, bro. But it's still held over to this. She's probably gonna go down as a legend. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying?
She
The woman
is.
rap, yeah, for sure.
She out.
I will say, the way we talk about Sexy Red, I think Trina probably came out just as crazy as Sexy did, and Trina had like a great career.
Good point.
That's a good point, Marcus.
Absolutely a good point.
Trina is like well respected in that
For
space.
sure. And they cut from that Florida
Yeah,
club.
but
Yeah,
she
that
came
Florida
out.
girl.
She came out talking nasty, but she didn't come out looking nasty though.
What?
Sexy Red looks disgusting.
Wow.
Yeah, nah, she looks wild, bro.
You want to hit sexy?
Trina wasn't doing the shit that Sexy Red is doing, bro.
For sure. You want to hit sexy?
Bro, Sexy Red was on a video with and then Lee Chopper walking her like a dog, fam.
Would you hit her?
That's wild,
Would
huh?
you hit her? Would you hit sexy?
Nah,
Yeah, I would.
I wouldn't tell y'all.
You like
Don't
my
tell me
voice?
that
Turn you on? Yeah.
Don't tell me that, though.
Wouldn't tell her.
I might judge you forever.
Yeah, nah, I'm good on that one.
I
I'm
hate
good.
sexy
I'm,
like a
I
motherfucker.
won't even touch that girl.
Drake kissed her. I can hit her.
Drake likes
Kissing
everything.
it.
He likes everything.
He's got white boy in my heart.
got
Bro. He got
fat.
mono probably.
Scarborough Cleaper.
He's probably got mono, fam.
Scarborough Cleaper.
Yeah, that's.
got the
I
kissing
don't.
disease.
What he say? What he say to her?
Got the
Bobby?
kissing disease.
What he say to her? I bone something like that.
You see the shit with him and Starlets? That shit had me crying, bro. You didn't see that little clip?
Nah.
It's a, yo, Drake is a dick.
Drake's funny.
I was
son.
like,
Oh, he's really a
I'm
funny
still
guy.
laughing
He's
at
funny
that
as
interview
shit.
he had with the white girl, dog.
Oh yeah, that was
Yo,
hilarious.
That's that
So
shit.
you're a
hilarious.
thotty,
You
bro.
say
Thotty
you a little
body.
fatty, Bobby.
Wanna put you on my man Schmiggs.
Mix. Hey, dog.
When it could be a General Towers, baby.
Hey, that nigga's a problem,
That's a
bro.
funny guy, right?
Nah, he
funny
really
nigga,
Not gonna lie, that
Nah,
nigga's funny,
That
man.
nigga really is.
you on my man
that nigga
shit.
asked her, he was like, what are you upset about my father's name? She said, no, like, I think a deeper conversation needs to be had. Like, your choices was Bobby and Larry, and he just slapped the I at the end. And
You don't know about T-Raw?
You don't know about T-Raw?
What's your
T-Raw?
favorite Tiger song?
Oh,
Why
wow.
nigga said, nah, you gonna
T-Raw?
sit through this.
He's petty,
Hey,
dog.
dog.
Petty as shit.
Shit,
And I
dog.
think they made up after that.
I don't think they did. I
Because
think
Tiger was in the comments laughing like, that's
Yeah.
funny, man.
I mean, they had beef early.
Yeah,
know what
I don't know if they
I'm saying,
made up or what, but don't do that to me, dog. Listen to T-Raw.
That nigga said, what's your favorite Tiger song?
Come on, bro. Nobody has a favorite Tiger song.
Hey,
Somehow
dog.
Tiger has a very long career also.
He has. I had an argument. I got to apologize to Reek. Rick was right, bro. He do got like a problem.
He got singles.
Tiger
got
has a
singles.
When he
career.
pop out with
Taste,
he
Taste
got-
is one of his.
Oh, that
one of
shit
his
is fire, bro.
toughest
Yeah,
singles.
he got
Where's OT
singles,
Genesis,
bro.
bro?
He got singles.
Where's OT, man?
I don't know. He gotta make a hit though.
He
He might drop an album. It might be
still
over.
like, he don't have an album yet.
Nah, nobody
don't
wants
have
because
no
nobody wants to hear a fucking OT album, and he knows
Shit,
that.
I want
And
to.
shout out to them for knowing that. Like, live in your truth, bro. He know. Don't even waste the studio's dollars, bro. That you got to
Just keep
recoup.
hitting y'all with these
Yeah,
singles.
yeah. Don't even like. You know what I'm saying, be real with yourself.
Keep hitting y'all with these
real
singles.
with
Maybe
yourself.
drop a 5-song EP.
R.P. Pee Wee Herman, dog.
Pee Wee Herman
A
died?
fucking legend. Yes, died of cancer.
Wasn't Pee Wee
bro.
Herman jerking off in a movie theater one time?
He was at a strip joint. He was jerking on when he did the girl. He wasn't at a movie theater. He
The
was
nigga's
at a
name
strip
is Pee Wee
joint.
Herman. Though.
He was at a
What you
strip
expect,
joint.
bro?
He was at the joint when the girls get out the joint, and that's when he was ejaculating. That's the don't
Shout out
disrespect
Pee
the
Wee.
legend.
Hey, look.
I love you, Pee Wee Herman. Like that's my dog, dog.
He's a wild nigga.
Look.
man.
Yeah, he is. Bro.
I know we probably run, but I just this is completely.
And R.I.P. the Fizz too, man, from Euphoria. Yeah,
Oh
R.
yeah,
Kelly
yeah,
Fizz,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
What happened?
Sad,
What happened?
man.
Town business.
Oakland, right?
I thought he committed suicide.
He committed suicide.
Yeah,
After he buried his dad. God bless your soul, Fizz. He was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
RPPB though.
Damn, bro. He did
Love
come
him
off
much.
as a very sad guy.
Yeah. I mean, they said his dad died and really fucked with him though.
Yeah, really the damage.
Shit really fucked with him.
But
Crazy.
he was for him not taking acting class. Oh man, he's phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal for his
fucked up.
presence.
What you gonna say so we can get out of here?
Yeah, I know we long time. I just want to say this is completely random, has nothing to do with nothing. So the other day, my shuffle played Pyramids by Frank Ocean. I want to say two things, and this led into a spiral of me listening to Channel Orange for 3 days straight.
What's wrong with you?
I forgot how fire it was, and I just honestly want to say,
Frank don't give a fuck about his fans.
Frank,
bro.
listen, this is all I want to say, right?
Fuck Frank. Frank is a
One,
asshole,
Pyramids
bro.
is a top 5
Frank
written.
is an asshole.
Pyramids is a top 5 written song of all time.
That shit
The
is-
shit
That
is
shit's sick.
the shit is insane, bro. Like the flips, the whatever. And growing up is realize you being young is getting through the first part, waiting for the second part to hit, and growing up is real, and the first part is better than the second part. It's neither here nor there though. But the joint is cracked, and then listening to Channel Orange, because I was on a rapper, I was like, dog, well, I wonder what the reviews said for this when it came out. So I'm looking at the reviews, and somebody said, like, somebody in the comments said, if we're being real and responsible adults, there hasn't been a better project since this project dropped. He might be right. We could do the debate, we could do whatever.
What year did it come out?
Line them up.
That'd be
I mean, we don't got time in this
2012.
episode, but when y'all get a chat, line.
Yeah, because your niggas was late. I got time.
No, for sure. Yeah, no, that's why I give you credit. I give you credit.
Marcus, let me get 10 minutes.
I give-
Let me get 10
It
minutes,
might be
Marcus.
2012, man.
Let me get 10 minutes, Marcus.
It hasn't been a better project.
Let me get 2020, Marcus. 20,
One, the thing
20,
I realized listening to it off the rip is
that's not
if that shit came out today, he doesn't have to change anything. They're still gonna hit the same. I mean, we could really go into detail about
Good
it.
Cat
but-
Man City came out. What y'all talking about?
What
What y'all talking about?
That's a sweep.
It's not.
That's light cheese better than Channel Orange.
That's super better than Channel Orange. Super. If pirates.
Nah, it's not.
I wish that made the album.
What?
It ain't super.
Cartoons and cereal.
It ain't super. It's not just a light cheese.
Guess what about Roy? Only listened to the shit in 2012, so you can't trust me. I never went back to Frank ever again.
Bro,
after
that shit. I appreciate it more now. Like the shit is really.
It's one of his greatest projects, but he's a shithead as a person.
Rolling Stone called it the album of the decade when it
They
say
say that about everything.
Nah, and then, but
say that about
if you look at all the
everything.
ratings across the bet, like some people call it a perfect. No, the shit's so crazy you can't even categorize it, right? Because it's not. I don't want to call it pop. I don't want to call it R&B. I don't know. It's just good music. But if you, please go back and
Dreams and Nightmares.
please go. Fuck no, it's not fucking with Channel. But just go back and listen to the shit, bro. The shit is really a masterclass on like.
Especially if you're talking about R&B.
Oh, he's running laps because it's not even comparable to nothing in the genre. Like he's running laps around nigga.
That came out around the same time as Tory Lanez. He had that fucking one album and it just disappeared. And Tory sounded just like his man when he came out.
Really, Tory sounds like everybody, bro.
The Weeknd drop, the trilogy
I'm
drop.
really trying to think of what you.
Conan.
Oh, Miguel dropped Colosso Dream. That shit was OD.
And see, but it's OD, but it's not.
That shit was
I
OD.
can't call it over.
Kaleidoscope
Channel.
Dreams.
Kaleidoscope Dream.
It's
was
OD, but I can't call it. Channel Orange is different.
He
though.
got. I say he got the album, but like when Good Kid, Man City, niggas was listening to that like crazy.
It's just different. I would listen to cool. I would listen to Good Kid, man. I mean, yeah, you have an argument there, but my thing is in rare air, bro. That shit,
nobody drop when that shit drops,
Yeah,
though.
that album. I mean, even the album. If he dropped that today, none of the songs would. Like all them songs would still hit today. It's timeless. Like right now, he could drop that shit 10 years from now,
Yeah, it's
and it wouldn't miss nothing. Like
They
that
like
shit.
that joint.
That shit is OD,
What
bro.
was the other joint? Blonde.
That shit is OD.
They say Frank is like.
You got Thick in the U, Super Rich Kids, Pyramids, Lost, Crack Rock,
no miss on there.
fucking Pilot Jones, Forrest. The whole joint is a head smacker of just
But
whatever.
when
you
I
want.
listen to Good Kid, Man
Sierra
City, I
Leone
don't-
is fucking OD,
I
bro.
don't
Like,
skip.
but
Ain't no skips on there.
fuck it. Like I mean, that's. I just want to completely
Yeah.
random. When y'all get a chance, go play Channel Orange from
Man,
start to
fuck
finish
Frank.
again.
Niggas hate Frank down. Fuck Frank.
I mean, yeah, he did. I think that was more aimed towards the music industry, and the fans got the blowback because of that. But look,
Them people waited for. Them people
he
spent
gave
their
y'all
life
nostalgia
savings,
in Channel.
and this nigga did not perform what he's supposed to perform. Fuck Frank, bro. Frank is a dickhead. He made an impact album, but he didn't perform the shit.
Too, because Nostalgia was crazy too. It's just that Channel is wow.
Bryson. Tiller.
Bryson Tiller. Wow.
So see, tough.
He don't
but-
sound like Tory. Tory
tough,
don't sound like him. I think Tory
but
better
not
than Bryson.
like. Because even if I hear Bryson say, I can still say this is trap, but this is R&B, this is whatever. Artistically, I can't say. I don't even know what Channel Orange is, bro. Like I can't even categorize
Are we calling that an R&B
what
album?
that
We
shit
calling it
was.
a
But the
turn
shit,
up album.
Dog, the nigga made a 10-minute song with 2 transition hooks on Pyramid and made it seem like it was easy. Like, completely didn't even sweat on the track. Like, completely, like, told a real story of Cleopatra, flipped it 8 times with, like, just really next level. I don't even know what his thought process was going into that. When the engineer played the beat, why the fuck did your mind go there?
That's why he
Like, what
can't-
made you want to do that, bro? Like,
That's why he had all the pressure.
really,
against him.
really next level shit, bro.
He had the pressure against
Really
him,
next level shit,
and
bro.
he couldn't deliver again.
Maybe.
He can't
Because that's a hell of a
again.
delivery. I don't even...
He can't deliver again. And this time,
Even having Crack Rock on the album, like that didn't have nothing to do with nothing, but just like dog, that shit is. When y'all get a chance,
gotta
go
think
listen to
about
it.
that
It's
now.
fucking ridiculous, bro.
I can probably get you put a list together.
We could line them up. Line them up. It's gonna be. It's
I
gonna,
got,
it's
I got
gonna
anything else?
no, we out.
All right, guys. Appreciate
Peace
y'all
out.
listening, man. We gone, man.
be.